The last method of solving systems of equations is by elimination. So we do elimination by adding or subtracting the two equations in order to eliminate a variable or get rid of a variable. So we're going to go over a couple of different examples of how we can do that and how we can solve these. So if we're given the equation negative 4x plus 5y equals 23, and 4x minus y equals 5. Okay, so looking at these, can we add or subtract them in order to boot out a variable? So when we add or subtract, this term will go to 0. So let's look at it. We have a negative 4 and a 4. Can we combine negative 4 and 4 in some way to make it equal 0? Well, yeah, we can add them together. So we're going to get rid of the x variable by adding the two equations. So when we do that, negative 4 plus 4 is 0, so we just cross that out. 5y plus negative 1y is 4y. 23 plus 5 is 28. Divide both sides by 4, we get y equals 7. So this is a really quick and handy way to just get rid of a variable and solve for the other one. And then once we solve for y, like we did in all the other ones, once you have one variable, you go back and you plug that variable into the equation, to either equation, and solve for the other variable. So I'm going to use 4x minus, I'm going to use the second equation, 7 equals 5. Now I plugged in for y, I put it in parentheses because I have this minus out here. 4x minus 7 equals 5, so I have 4x minus 7 equals 5, 4x equals 12, x equals 3. Making my solution 3, 7. Okay, so that's adding the two. So let's talk about if they gave us 2x minus 6y equals negative 4. And 2x plus 9y equals 11. Okay, so how can I combine these ones? Well, let's look. We've got a 2 and a 2. I can combine that in some way to make that go to 0. How can I combine a positive 2 and a positive 2? Well, if I add them, I get 4. But if I subtract them, I get 0. So we're going to subtract the bottom equation from the top equation. So 2 minus 2, voila, 0. Now I have to minus everything else. So I have negative 6. This is a negative. So negative 6 minus, go out to this minus here, 9. Negative 6 minus 9, that's negative 15y, equals negative 4 minus 11, which is negative 15. Divide both sides by negative 15, I get y equals 1. All right, so then I'm going to go back to one of my original equations. I'm going to 2x minus 6 times 1 equals negative 4. 2x minus 6 equals negative 4. 2x equals negative 4 plus 6, which is 2. Divide both sides by 2, we get x equals 1. Making my solution 1, 1. Okay, so that's a plus and a minus example. Now, in the next video, we're going to talk about, well, what if we don't have numbers automatically right away that we can subtract or add together to equal 0? So we're going to talk about how to manipulate these equations just a little bit in order to get it to the point where we could add or subtract in order to eliminate a variable. So tune in to the next video.